It'll kill you. That's right. All right, come on, brother.
Verse 8. It shall be health to thy navel, and marrow to thy bone. Honor the Lord with thy substance, and with the first fruits of all thine increase. So shall the barns be filled with plenty, and thy presses shall burst out with new wine.
You have plenty of groceries.
Right.
In that refrigerator on that shelf.
That's right.
Plenty of them. All you got to do is honor the Most High. All right, come on, brother.
Verse 11. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction.
It's great. Most people don't want his correction today. I don't want to hear what that Bible is saying. Here he come again talking about the Bible. And somebody don't want the correction.
Right.
All right? Don't despise that. Don't even despise the chastening of him, because that's him correcting you, get you together.
That's right.
Like any father would. Like you can't just hawk up a loogie and spit your daddy face and think ain't nothing to happen. You something about to happen. On this realm, something to happen. So you already know, dealing with your God, what it is.
Well, they short of blink the baby.
Yeah. Very short.
That's right.
All right, come on, brother.
Verse 12.
Yeah.
For whom the Lord loveth, he
The
correcteth.
Lord correct those he loves. That is love, not the flowers and candy. Correction. All right, come on, brother.
Even as a father, the son in whom he delighteth. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold.
So the wisdom and understanding of this Bible is better than all the bling bling you think you can acquire.
That's right.
Right? Because these spiritual riches is what you need to cash into the kingdom of heaven. You ain't gonna be at the bottom on top. Lord, you know I got about 1 billion Federal Reserve notes. If you let me go back to my life, I can cash you right out.
Right.
It don't work like that. It don't work like that. All right, come on, brother. 15.
15. She is more precious than rubies, and all the things thou canst desire are not to be compared unto
All
her.
your money and bling in the world can't be compared to the understanding of this Bible.
We can read 14.
This wisdom. You read 14.
Okay.
You read 14. Come on, brother.
16. Length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand riches and honor. Her ways are ways of pleasure.
Pleasantness.
Pleasantness, my bad, turn the page over. And all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her. And happy is everyone that retaineth her.
Comparing wisdom and understanding to a virtuous woman. Strip off that. Wisdom, understanding. Happy is everybody that obtains her. All right, come on, brother.
19.
Yeah.
For the Lord by wisdom hath founded the earth. By understanding hath he established the heavens. By his knowledge the depths are broken up, and the clouds drop down the dew. My son, let not them depart from thine eyes.
Right.
Keep sound wisdom and discretion.
That means you're discreet about something. You're not real loose in your decision making.
Right.
Thinking about it. Right? That's the problem we have with people. We're real loose, impulsive. Like as soon as we think of something, we don't do it.
Right.
Instead of looking down the line, planning things out, counting the costs. Right? Because you can make a silly decision and go left, and it can cost you major pain in your life. Right? So we got to learn to use discretion. Meaning you're thinking about your decisions you're making. You ain't just loose living. All right, come on, brother.
22.
Yeah.
So shall they be life unto thy soul, and grace to thy neck. Then shalt thou walk in the way safely, and thy foot shall not stumble.
Not stumble because you're established. All right, come on, brother.
When thou liest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Yeah, thou shalt lie down, and thy sleep shall be sweet.
Beautiful.
So you ain't got to worry about no nightmares because you ain't did nobody wrong according to the law. Your sleep should be sweet, you know, and it will be because the chastening of the Lord straighten you out. We have to clearly understand you have to be mindful of the law while you sleep. If your dreams contain you out of control, you got to check your subconscious. Because that's what's been filtered in all day and it's just playing itself out as a movie as you're relaxing.
Major. Where we at, brother?
25. Be not afraid of sudden fear.
Okay, New World Order, concentration camps, 10,000 guillotines, mark of the beast, and they come like all y'all. Come on. The Bible say, be not afraid of sudden fear.
Right.
Be not afraid of that. What you scared for?
Right.
All right, come on, brother.
Neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh.
Come on.
For the Lord shall be thy confidence, and shall be thy foot from, and shall keep thy foot from being taken.
Right out. You believe that? Yeah. Believe that? We just ain't gonna pray with that. This comic book we read. Right. Fairy tale. We don't really mean that. You either believe that, or that just ain't gonna pay when you read. Right. That's all it comes down to. Either the Lord gonna keep his and protect his, or it's just a fairy tale you read. But some people tell you the Bible is a fairy tale. Some people believe that. Come on, brother.
27.
Yeah.
Withhold not good from them to whom it is due, when it is in the power of thine hand to do it.
Flat out, so bro, popped over, hungry, little taste, man. Oh, bro, I don't know, I ain't got no food here, bro. Right. Got a whole refrigerator full of food.
Full of food.
Now you might be going down the street hollering little Willie. Scriptures tell you don't withhold good to him to whom it is due. You got to do good, and you don't even want to do good. How you gonna get your blessings? How the Most High get down, how you get your blessings is you got to be giving away as well.
That's right.
We trying to be stingy around here. Think we gonna have stacks on deck. Yeah, all right. Okay, come on, brother.
28. Say not unto thy neighbor, go and come again, and tomorrow I will give, when thou hast it by thee.
You got it right in the next one. What you mean? Right. But okay, you being covetous though, you being greedy, you don't want to feed your brethren. Stop it. Come on, brother.
Devise not evil against thy neighbor, seeing he dwelleth securely by thee.
Come on.
Strive not with a man without cause, if he have done thee no harm. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
So they don't envy your oppressor. Right? Don't be jealous of your oppressor. Don't choose none. They don't say some. None of his ways. Right. All right, come on, brother.
For the forward is abomination to the Lord, but his secret is with the righteous. The curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked, but he blesseth the habitation of the just. Surely he scorneth the scorners, but he giveth grace unto the lowly. The wise shall inherit glory, but shame shall be the promotion of fools.
Promotion. All right, y'all, we kicking the lesson off. Daniel chapter 4. Who run the kingdoms of men? Right. We just start off with little words of wisdom so we as a people start learning how to make wise decisions out of it. That's right. No. All right, Daniel chapter 4, we're going to get right to it. Again, y'all, this is Bible study. That's what studying on. Daniel chapter 4. This is about Nebuchadnezzar, who was a king of Babylon. And in his own mind, he thought he got all his riches and glory through his own might. That's what he thought. So the Lord told him otherwise. And this man was the king of Babylon. Same Babylon where Daniel was thrown into the lion's den. Same Babylon where Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego was thrown into the fiery furnace. Different rulership, but basically same area where we talked about the Feast of Purim last week. Same type thing was going on within these kingdoms. And we're going to see who we control. The kings of these kingdoms or the Most High. That's right. All right, let's get this. Daniel chapter 4 is when we start. Start at verse 1, brother.
Daniel chapter 4, verse 1.
Nebuchadnezzar was a world ruler. Yeah.
Everybody there? Daniel chapter 4, verse 1. Nebuchadnezzar the king unto all people.
Not some people.
All people.
That lets you know he was running the whole world at this time. All people. Come on.
Nations and languages that dwell in all the earth. Peace be multiplied unto you. I thought it be good to show the signs and the wonders that the high God has wrought toward me.
See, and this is not an Israelite right here.
Right.
It's Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon. He about to recount some of the stuff the Most High did for him. even though in his life he was a worshiper of false gods.
Right.
Come on.
How great are his signs, and how mighty are his wonders. His kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and his dominion is from generation to generation.
Beautiful.
I, Nebuchadnezzar, was at rest in mine house, and flourishing in my place.
He was good in his palace. See that? He was good. King of the world, all the gold, kingdoms, dominions, everything up under him. Right? So he was flourishing in his palace. All right? Come on, brother.
I saw a dream which made me afraid.
Which made him what?
Afraid.
Come on.
And the thoughts upon my bed and the visions of my head troubled me. Therefore made I a decree to bring in all the wise men of Babylon before me, that they might make known unto me the interpretation of the dream.
Y'all supposed to be wise. He had counselors called wise men.
That's right.
Get them all in here and had another dream. Now, if y'all read all this book of Daniel, Nebuchadnezzar had several dreams.
That's right.
This is another one. Be like, look, get the magicians, the warlocks, the soothsayers, get them all in here. Somebody can interpret this. All right, come on, brother.
Verse 7. Then came in the magicians and astrologers and Chaldeans and the soothsayers, and I told the dream before them. But they did not make known unto me the interpretation thereof.
They couldn't interpret the dream for him. Yeah, because it was only given to somebody else to interpret.
That's right.
All right, come on, brother.
But at the last, Daniel came in before me, whose name was Belteshazzar.
Belshazzar.
Belshazzar.
We change our names in our captivity.
That's right.
So his government name is Belshazzar.
What was his government name?
Belshazzar. Come on, brother.
According to the name of my God.
See, they named Daniel after the gods of Babylon.
That's right.
His government name, the king, even though he didn't serve the gods of Babylon, the king put that on him.
That's right.
Gave him a name after the gods of Babylon. Come on, brother.
And in whom is the spirit of the holy gods. And before them I told the dream, saying, O Belshazzar, master of the magicians, because I know that the spirit of the holy gods is in thee, and no secret troubleth thee, tell me the visions of my dream that I have seen, and the interpretation thereof.
Come on.
Thus were the visions of mine, head in my bed. I saw, and behold, a tree in the midst of the earth, and in the height thereof was great.
So in this vision, you saw a big, tall tree.
Right.
All right, come on, brother.
The tree grew and was strong, and the height thereof reached unto the heavens, and the sight thereof to the end of all the earth. The leaves thereof were fair, and the fruit thereof much, and in it was meat for all. The beasts of the field had shadowed under it, and the fowls of the heaven dwelt in the boughs thereof, and all the flesh was fed of it.
Off this tree right here. This big old tree talking about it reached to the heavens. Come on, bro.
I saw in the visions of my head upon my bed, and I behold, a watcher and a holy one came down from heaven.
Watcher or an angel. This is what he's seen in his vision. This angel comes down from heaven. He sees the tree. The tree reaches up to heaven. Everything getting fed by it. You hear me? Now he's seeing an angel come down from heaven in his vision. All right, come on, brother.
He cried aloud and said thus, hew down the tree.
Cut the tree down. Cut down the tree. This is what the angel is telling you. Cut the tree down. Come on.
And cut off his branches. Shake off his leaves and scatter his fruit. Let the beasts get away from under it, and the fowls from hence his branches. Nevertheless, leave the stump of his roots in the earth.
So chop the tree down, but leave the stump there. And the roots and all that. All right, come on, brother.
Even with the band of iron and brass, in the tender grass of the field, and let it be wet with the dew of heaven. And let his portions be with the beasts in the grass of the earth.
Come on, verse 16.
Let his earth be changed from man's.
Let his heart be changed.
My bad. Let his heart be changed from man's, and let the beast's heart be given unto him, and let 7 times pass over him.
The heart means your mind, so we'll say, take away from him the mind of a man and give whatever this tree is the mind of a beast.
That's right.
Mind of a beast. All right, come on, brother.
This matter is by the decree of the
Or
watchers.
these angels. So this thing started, this decree went down in the heavens.
That's right.
All right, come on.
And the demand by the word of the Holy One.
Uh-huh.
To the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
Who ruleth in the kingdoms of men?
The Most High
Come on.
ruleth in the kingdom of men.
Come on.
And giveth it to whosoever he will, and set it up over the beast of the earth, and set up over it the beast of men.
The basis of me. That means the lowest of me. So we just look, the Most High set these kingdoms up over the earth, and he put in charge of these kingdoms the lowest of me.
That's right.
The basis of me. Read that verse 17 again.
This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the Holy Ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will.
Whoever he want to, whoever he will, right? Including whoever's ruling today. All right, come on.
And he sitteth up over it the basis of men.
Base means low.
Right.
The lowest of men he set up over these nations.
Right.
Why would God do that, though? That's the question that'll come out. He gonna tell you why. So who's really controlling this thing? All right, come on, brother.
Verse 18.
Yeah.
This dream I, King Nebuchadnezzar, have seen. Now thou, O Belshazzar, declare the interpretation thereof. For as much as all the wise men of my kingdom are not able to make known unto me the interpretation, but thou art able, for the spirit of the holy gods is in thee.
Yeah, he was a worshiper of many gods. He trying to give Daniel some props. You know, the spirits of the gods are in you. That was the pagan mindset.
Right.
He like, anyway, interpret this for me. Because he knew Daniel was a spiritual brother. All right, come on, brother.
Then Daniel, whose name was Belshazzar, was astonished for 1 hour, and his thoughts troubled him.
Come on.
The king spake and said, Belshazzar, let not the dream or the interpretation thereof trouble thee. Belshazzar answered and said, My lord, the dream be to them that hate thee, and the interpretation thereof to mine enemies, to thine enemies.
Because his enemies would love the interpretation that this dream is about to come out.
That's right.
That's what he's saying. When you hear this is for your enemies. They're going to be rejoicing.
Right.
All right, come on, brother.
The tree that thou sawest, which grew and was strong, whose height reached into the heavens, and the sight thereof all the earth, to all the earth, whose leaves were fair, and the fruit thereof much, and in it was meat for all, under which the beasts of the field dwelt, and upon whose branches the fowls of the heaven had their habitation.
Okay, so who's the tree? Verse 22.
It is thou, O king.
So that tree he saw was a representation of Nebuchadnezzar. That vision he had was a vision about himself. Remember, the tree was cut down, the fruit was scattered, beasts came from among it, and then it was given the mind of a beast.
That's right.
All right, come on, brother.
We see, cut you off, Malak. We see here also a lot of people say, well, that's your own private interpretation. But 2 Peter 1:20 say the Bible is of no private interpretation. Right. So the Bible interprets itself. So if you'd have stopped previously and you'd have started interpreting what that tree was on your own, you would have been in error. Right. Because the Bible interprets itself, and now it lets us know what that interpretation was, so we can't go off base. Yeah. All you have to do is keep reading.
Right. That tree could have been Daniel Solomon.
That's
right.
right.
Put our own interpretation. What tree? You that tree.
That was me, man.
You look like he had a whole following out here.
Yeah.
All right, come on, brother. Let's get it.
It is thou, O king, that art grown and become strong. For thy greatness is grown, and reacheth unto heaven, and thy dominion to the end of the earth.
Come on.
And whereas the king saw a watcher and an holy one coming down from heaven, and saying, hew the tree down and destroy it, yet leave the stump and the roots thereof in the earth, even with a band of iron and brass, in the tender grass of the field, and let it be wet with the dew of heaven, and let his portion be with the beast of the field, till 7 times pass over him.
Certain amount of time, right? Come on, brother.
This is the interpretation, O king. This is This is the decree of the Most High, which is come upon my Lord the King, that they shall drive thee from men.
You're going to be driven from men, Nebuchadnezzar. All right, come on.
And just take a look at how they did Muammar Gaddafi.
Woo!
This is a perfect example of that. Sitting up on high, had billions of dollars in the bank, but was driven before men right in the street and just tortured like a dog.
Lead him to execution. Right. Yes. Come on, brother.
And thy dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field, and they shall make thee to eat grass and as oxen.
Now you all that good fancy steak you been eating, you about to be eating grass. You going to the field with the beasts. Come on, brother.
And they shall wet thee with the dew of heaven, and 7 times shall pass over thee, till thou know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will.
So he humbled Nebuchadnezzar.
That's
Remember,
right.
he was a mighty king, thought he got all this on his own. So he's like, until you admit and understand that the Most High put you in the position you was in.
That's right.
Right? And he gives these kingdoms to whoever he wants. That's his business. So you wasting your time trying to overthrow the government. You're wasting your time. Right? America is going to run its pace until it's time for it to be over.
That's right.
You trying to overthrow the government with some AKs, some pipe bombs, never work. Never work. And for real, it's almost like you're fighting against God doing that.
That's right.
Because remember, he set these kingdoms up. Not because he down with Pharaoh or down with Nebuchadnezzar. So when he dropped, you would know who God is.
That's right.
Because dealing with Pharaoh, Pharaoh thought he was God on earth.
That's right.
The Most High, like, oh, okay, I got to remind y'all who the boss is.
That's right.
So he raised them up. He told Moses the whole time, he ain't going to listen to you.
Right.
I'm going to harden his heart. That way when Pharaoh dropped, the whole world will be like, that's the power of God. Right?
That's right.
So he raised his people up to show his power in it. That's what that comes down to. And a lot of people can't grasp that about the Most High. Why he got the white man ruling and
Right.
I'll be ready to bust a blood vessel when you're in your brain. I can't take it. You can't take it. The powers that be have been set up by the Most High until their time is up.
Right.
All right, come on, brother.
Verse 26.
Yeah.
And whereas they commanded to leave the stump of the tree root, thy kingdom shall be sure unto thee. After that thou shalt have known that the heavens do rule.
The heavens rule. It's the heavens that dictate it all. Paul even said it. You ain't wrestling with flesh and blood.
That's right.
Spiritual wickedness in high places. That's what we banging people.
That's
This is a whole spiritual war. So he like, look, this thing go down in the heavens before it ever reached the earth. It's decreed up top before it even make it low.
That's right.
Come on, bro. 27.
27. Wherefore, O king, let my counsel be acceptable unto thee, and break off thy sins by righteousness, thy sins by righteousness, and thine iniquities by showing mercy to the poor, if it may be a lengthening of thy tranquility.
Or a healing of your arrow.
That's
So
right.
you basically tell them, like, look, you want to be spurred, go ahead and start looking out for the poor, show mercy, start, serving the Most High.
That's right.
You hear me? He may look out for you. All right, come on, brother.
28. All this came upon the king Nebuchadnezzar, and at the end of 12 months he walked in the in the palace of the kingdom of Babylon. The king spake and said, Is not this great Babylon that I have built for a house of the kingdom by the might of my power and for the honor of my majesty?
He's like, didn't I build all this?
Right.
Ain't this because of me? I did this. The reason Babylon decked out and known as a world power because of me, right?
Holy himself.
Like I did that, right? Come on, brother.
While the word was in the king's mouth,
While he was speaking this, while I was in his mouth. Come on, brother.
there fell a voice from heaven saying, O King Nebuchadnezzar, to thee it is spoken, the kingdom is departed from thee, and they shall drive thee from men, and thy dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field. They shall make thee to eat grass as oxen, and 7 times shall pass over thee, until thou know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will.
We keep reading that. That's the 3rd time we read that.
Right.
Most High rules in the kingdom of men, and he gives to whoever he will.
Right.
Verse 17 said the basis of men.
That's right.
The lowest of men. So God down with with fornicators and the lowest of men? No, not at all.
That's right.
Not at all. But when they drop, since you think they God, when they drop, you gonna know who God is.
That's right.
All right, come on, bro.
The same honor was the thing fulfilled upon Nebuchadnezzar. The same hour was the thing fulfilled upon Nebuchadnezzar.
The same hour.
Same hour. Lord, don't be slack.
That's right.
Judgment come down, it is what it is. Same hour these things happen to him. Come on.
And he was driven from men, and did eat grass as oxen, and his body was wet with the dew of the heavens.
This was the king of the whole world. Huh? He had to go from his palace to the field.
Right.
Come on, bro.
Till his hairs were grown like eagle's feathers, and his nails like bird's claws.
No nails,
No manicure for this.
no manicure, no shaving, trimming, nothing. Out there looking bad. Mind, don't forget, he said he was going to get the mind of a beast.
That's right.
All right, come on, bro.
And at the end of the days, I, Nebuchadnezzar, lifted up mine eyes unto heaven, and mine understanding returned unto me. And I blessed the Most High.
What do you do?
I blessed the Most
He
High.
said his understanding came back, that mindset of a man came back to him. And he realized, like, there's only one power worthy to be praised.
That's right.
That's the Most High.
Right.
Yeah, he definitely ain't it. I lived in that grass. Come on, bro.
And I praised and honored him that liveth forever, whose dominion is an everlasting dominion, and his kingdom is from generation to generation.
Right out.
And all the inhabitants of the earth are reputed as nothing.
See that? These all that happens to the earth means nothing. Eyes of them are reputed, that means they have a reputation as nothing. So again, we a bag of dust. How are we proud? How we act like, oh man, Lord, I know for sure I'm in the kingdom.
That's right.
How you act like that? How you talk like that? It just said all the inhabitants of the earth are reputed. I mean, you have a reputation as nothing.
That's right.
Come on, bro.
And
Why?
all the inhabitants of the earth are reputed as nothing. And he doeth according to his will in the army of heaven, and among the inhabitants of the earth. And none can stay his hand, or say unto him, what dost thou?
Lord, hold on, why you doing that? Can't nobody, the Lord ain't never needed counselor. You feel me? Like he don't need advice. He does what he wants, when he wants. Who gonna hold him to it? Who gonna say, Lord, hold on, he was tripping on that one, Lord. What about you made a mistake?
Right.
It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Come on, bro.
36.
Yeah.
At the same time, my reason returned unto me, and for the glory of my kingdom, my honor and brightness returned unto me, and my counselors and my lords sought unto me, and I was established in my kingdom, and excellent majesty was added unto me.
Come on.
Now I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise and extol the honor, the King of the heavens.
Okay.
My bad, let me start over. Now I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise and extol and honor the King of heaven, all whose work are turneth
Truth.
all whose works are truth, and his ways judgment, and those walk in the pride he is able to abase.
Those that walk in pride, he's able to bring them low. Down. What's really going on? Okay, so let's verify a little this in the New Testament. Romans chapter 9. Romans chapter 9. I think we all got our answer so far. Who ruleth in the kingdoms of men? Romans chapter 9, 15 to 23. And this is Paul going over how the Most High got on Pharaoh. And what happened? But remember, Pharaoh thought he was God on earth. So the Most High started dropping the plagues on ancient Egypt. Then it was a problem. All right, Romans chapter 9.
Romans chapter 9, verse 15.
Are we looking? Everybody there?
Romans chapter 9, verse 15. For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of God that showeth mercy.
So it's not about man's will. And it ain't about how fast you thought you could finish the race. It's about the Most High who shows mercy. All right, come on, brother.
For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh,
Come on.
even for this same purpose have I raised thee
So
up.
I raised you up. Most High allowed Pharaoh to get so high. Wasn't Pharaoh a worshiper of all the gods of Egypt?
Yep.
He wasn't a servant of our God. So he allowed the wicked to stay in his place to get so high for a reason. All right, come on, brother.
That I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
Because if Pharaoh dropped, the whole earth gonna know, oh, yeah, it's a God higher than him. Must be. All right, come on, brother.
Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will he harden.
So he had mercy on who he wanted, and whom he will, he'll harden. Did he harden Pharaoh's heart?
That's right.
Because what the Most High wanted to get done there in Egypt. All right, come on, brother.
Thou wilt say then unto me.
Because the question is coming, that ain't fair. What do you mean? Like he had mercy on who he wants, and then who he won't, he hardened? So what question comes behind that? Is that fair? Is that righteous? So what we gonna say? Come on.
Why doth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will?
So how could he find fault in Pharaoh if he hardened Pharaoh's heart?
Right.
Ain't that the right question to come up behind that?
Absolutely.
Your God ain't fair.
Right.
Huh? Let's keep reading. Come on.
But nay, but, O man, who art thou that repliest against God?
Who are you that answers against God or disputes against God? Come on.
Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus?
You are the thing formed. Can you say to the thing, to he that formed you, why did you make me like this? Lord, why I ain't 6'8" like LeBron James? Lord, why I ain't fast like Usain Bolt? Can you say that? Nah, it don't work like that. All right, come on, brother.
Have not the potter power over the clay, of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor, and another unto dishonor?
Anybody ever took any type of pottery class before? You should be able to vision what this is talking about. If you making stuff, say the plates that you eat off of, made out of clay. The toilet bowl you sit on, made out of the same lump. So he say, don't the potter got power over the clay to make out of that same lump of clay a vessel of honor and a vessel of dishonor? Don't he got the power to do that? Ain't he the power?
That's right.
Come on, brother.
What if God, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction?
So he allowed the wicked. He allowed them to run their course. And it says they are vessels of wrath, fitted or made to destruction. Come on, brother.
And that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory.
Okay, let's get into this. Sirach 16, another one on Pharaoh. Sirach 16. And out the Apocrypha. Can the clay say to the potter, why am I made like this? Lord, why did you do me like this? Is that fair? You'll never be able to understand it in your corner mind.
That's right.
You got to step outside this thing.
Amen. There's another thing is too that we never get to see that, like you know, the book that Pharaoh himself. We don't see that anymore. He's not a little familiar with that story in the Most High.
What story you speak of?
After the children of Israel crossed over the Red Sea, like in the movie, Pharaoh was left on that rock where all his people just got washed into the Red Sea.
Yeah.
He gave it up then. The Most High, I don't have a book on me.
What book? Is it in the Bible? Is it in the law? Law.
Pharaoh himself was just like Nebuchadnezzar.
Okay, that's what's up there. All praises. All praise to the Most High. This is Sirach 16. We're going to read verse 6 and 15, bro. Okay. Sirach 16, 6 and 15, going coming out the Apocrypha.
Or you may see it worded as Ecclesiasticus.
Yeah.
Or Sirach in the Apocrypha. And we read from the Apocrypha, it's mentioned in all of the writings. You see Jude speak of the book of Enoch and different writings. These books were part of the King James. Actually, the book he's reading has an Apocrypha within it itself.
That one right there. So yeah, we read out the Apocrypha as well. Under one cover when it was authorized to be translated in 1611. All this was under one cover. All this together.
That's right.
It was one book. Apocrypha means hidden. There's a lot of prophecies in there that expose the powers that be that run the earth today.
That's right.
All right, come on, bro. Let's get it.
Ecclesiasticus of Sirach, chapter 16, verse 6. In the congregation of the ungodly shall a fire be kindled, and in a rebellious nation wrath is set on fire. He was not pacified toward the old giants, who fell away in the strength of their foolishness.
He destroyed them. Come on, bro.
Neither spared he the place where Lot sojourned, but abhorred them for their pride.
Y'all know about Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Lord incinerated Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, come on, brother.
He pitied not the people of perdition, who were taken away in their sin.
Come on.
Nor the 600,000 footmen who were gathered together in the hardness of their hearts.
Talking about our people right there. 600,000 footmen, men of war. Dropped them in the wilderness.
That's right.
Come on, brother.
And if there be one stiff-necked among the people, it is marvel if he escape unpunished. For mercy and wrath are with him. He is mighty to forgive and to pour out displeasure.
So that's, everybody talks about the mercy and the love of the Lord, but they don't talk about the flip side of that. The wrath, the displeasure, right? Because if we doing things opposite of what he's saying, that's what's coming. That's what's coming. That wrath. Nobody want to talk about that.
That's right.
But that's what's coming. Judgment is in the earth right now as we speak anyway. From the waters turning red to the earthquakes to the birds dropping out the sky, fish kills. Hey, I mean, it's in the earth right now. Hurricanes and all that. Come on, bro.
As his mercy is great, so is his correction also.
You hear that? As his mercy is great, so is his correction. Come on, brother.
He judgeth a man according to his works.
See that? According to your works, you're going to be judged. Your works. Nobody tell you, you ain't got to do no work, just believe. Faith without works is dead.
That's right.
According to the Bible. You know, it ain't just, you know, and Christ didn't come to give you dead faith.
That's right.
See that? Like if faith without the works is dead, you just say, all I do is believe. That means you got dead faith.
That's right.
And that's what Christ came to give you, dead faith? Dead belief? No, y'all know better. Come on, brother.
The sinner shall not escape with his spoil, and the patience of the godly shall not be frustrated. Make way for every work of mercy, for every man shall find according to his works. The Lord pardoned Pharaoh, that he should not know him.
Read it again.
The Lord pardoned Pharaoh, that he should not know him.
Right.
That his powerful works may be made known to the world.
Come on.
His mercy is manifest to every creature, and he hath separated his light from the darkness with an adamant.
Come on.
Say not thou, I will hide myself from the
I
Lord.
don't think you done got away with something. I'm going to hide from the Lord. I'm all good. All right, come on.
Shall any remember me from above? I shall not be remembered among so many people. For what is my soul among such an infinite number of creatures?
Surely the Lord ain't tripping 7 billion people on earth. He ain't tripping off little me, huh? Huh? Come on, brother.
Behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens, the deep and the earth, and all that therein is, shall be moved when he shall visit. The mountains also and the foundations of the earth shall be shaken with trembling when the Lord looketh upon them. No heart can think upon these things worthily, and who is able to conceive his ways? It is a tempest which no man can see, for the most part of his works are he.
That's it for that. 2 Kings. Remember he said he hardened Pharaoh's heart, that he should not know him, that his powerful works may be manifested. So when Pharaoh dropped, the whole world was like, you know what, the fear of y'all fell on everybody.
That's right.
We go to 2 Kings 19th chapter next. This is another kingdom that thought they was running something. The Assyrians. 2 Kings 19 is where we going next. They thought they was running something. Their little king was like, look, we done everywhere we done conquered, we done burned all their gods in the fire. Nobody can stand against us. So the Most High had to show them a little something.
That's right.
Like he always do. Who the boss? Who running? Right. We're going to get us some Job after this.
That's right.
So we can see that Satan ain't even a loose cannon. He don't do what he want. He don't do what he want. Remember he told Satan, remember the Most High told Satan, you this, and that to Job, don't kill him though.
That's right.
So he got rules, he got a boundary he can't cross. And when the sons of God come to report into the Most High, guess who comes with the rest of them?
Satan.
Satan himself. He got to come report in as well. You thought he was underground in some red pantyhose. You thought he was underground somewhere. The scripture says Satan go up and down in the earth, walk to and fro, seeking whom he may devour. He ain't in hellfire waiting on you, just chilling. Like you and your AC chilling, he in the hellfire chilling, waiting on you. Smoking a joint with a pitchfork or something. Don't work like that. He don't even want that fire. Alright, 2 Kings 19. We're going to start at verse 1. And this is when King Hezekiah was sitting as king, and the Assyrians was trying to come sack Jerusalem and do his end, and they little king got puffed up as well, strong. They little king got puffed up as well. But we all know what rules of the king to mean.
That's right.
Even Nebuchadnezzar had to admit, hey, that's the Most High right there. I got my whole kingdom snatched. I had to live in the field for a whole, however long, 7 times. Maybe 7 years, some say. 7 years. And after that, his understanding came back to him. He's like, look, that's the Most High right there. But have to be. All right, let's get this.
All right, 2 Kings, verse 19.
Chapter 19.
Oh, chapter 19.
We're going to read about this Assyrian host.
What verse is right?
We're starting in verse 1.
Verse 1.
Yes, sir.
Good. All right.
We're going to see he even going to get on some kings of Israel.
That's right.
Same way. Lord is not a respected person.
The Jew first and then the Gentile.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And it came to pass, when King Hezekiah heard it, that he rent his clothes and covered himself with sackcloth and went into the house of the Lord. And he sent Eliakim, which was over the household, and Shabana, the scribe, and the elders of the priests covered with sackcloth to Isaiah the prophet, the son of Amos.
So what he didn't heard is the Syrians about to attack. So he was like, well, look, let's get everybody together, get our sackcloth ashes, go send for Isaiah. We need to hear the word from the prophet of the Lord. What's going on there? Because the king of Assyria about to attack. All right, come on, brother.
Verse 3.
Yeah.
And they said unto him, thus said Hezekiah, this day is a day of trouble and of rebuke and blasphemy. For the children are come to the birth, and there is not strength to bring forth.
Come on, brother.
It may be the Lord thy God will hear all the words of
Shabba ranks. No, Y'all gotta forgive us, our English ain't that good down there. Come on, brother.
It may be the Lord thy God will hear the words of Rabshakeh, whom the king of Assyria, his master, has sent to reproach the living God.
See, they start dissing the Most High.
That's right.
See that? Come on, brother.
And will reproof the words which the Lord thy God hath heard. Wherefore lift up thy prayer for the remnant that are left.
Come on.
So the servants of King Hezekiah came to Isaiah.
Come on.
And Isaiah unto them,
Say it unto them.
and Isaiah said unto them, Thus shall ye say to your master, Thus said the Lord, Be not afraid of thy words, which thou hast heard, with which the servant of the king of Assyria hath blasphemed me.
So the Most High, look, don't even be afraid of them.
Right.
Don't be afraid of their words. They done blaspheme me. It's about to go down.
That's right.
I have a question. So the people who are being raised up to do the evil, would they just be in it for that purpose, or were these wicked people that the Lord just used to carry out?
What you just said? What you just said?
They were already wicked.
He used, like we're going to get in Isaiah 13, he used nations to do his bidding, regardless if they worship him or not. Like the Medo-Persian Empire, he's going to raise up and drop Babylon. They don't worship him. But he's going to drop a spirit of war in the earth to where nations are going to have to fight against nations. When Christ said nation against nation, you're talking wars against different nations. So what scenario has to play out for that to happen? Like what plays out for nations to go to war? Like in today's time, you thought about it. Like you got Israel and them and America want to get on Iran. So what's been going on before the actual blood? Because the bloodshed ain't started yet.
Right.
So before that happens, what goes on?
Nations conspire with each other.
Yeah, it's called diplomacy. Y'all seen the movie 300? The movie 300? I don't know, well, check this out. Before Xerxes took over, he sent his ambassadors out, his messengers with the word from the king. Tell everybody, I'm coming, I'm taking over, I require earth and ashes. Right? But the Greek, Leonidas and them, they was like, dog, that's an act of war. You can't just come up in here with the skulls of dead men and say, y'all got to get down with me. So, it's certain scenarios play out to where war is going on in the earth. So when he say nation rise against nation, it's all type of stuff that go down to where these nations are fighting and blood is shed. Right. You see what I'm saying? So we saying, well, he using them to fulfill his purpose. That's what it is. Right. Even if they serve him or not. You see that? If he said the Medes and the Persians are going to rise in the last day to take down Babylon, whoever is king over Iran or the Persians, the spirit is going to be put on them to come take down and do the Lord's bidding. Like Cyrus, the Persian. The Lord put the spirit on him to rebuild his temple. That's right. So he made a decree. I'll go back, give all the gold, silver, this, that, the third, rebuild the temple. So who's in control is what we ask.
Right, and the Most High he's still always righteous in that he always give these kings a chance to get themselves straight before he put it on. He tell you this is what's going to happen to you. But if you don't get down, just like Nebuchadnezzar, he told him, look, you're going to suffer all these things. But Nebuchadnezzar right there said, I'm the king. Who's just talking to me? So right there, it could have been cut off. But he didn't cut it off, so he said, well, look, I'm going to let this happen to you. I just gave you a chance. In the same way he said, when we go to captivity to that nation for 400 years, that nation will I judge. Is he going to judge them based on what they did to us? Yes. But it's also because our law is in this nation. It's in the house of Congress, the commandments of our God. So he says, since you got them in there, that's what I'm going to judge you by. And they continue to do what they want to do for the other gods of the world, to make peace with everybody. So they say a man can marry another man. They want to make peace with everybody when they post the law of God to say that's forbidden.
So they know their judgment is coming.
They know their judgment.
They know it's fair with it.
This ain't like, you know, some people say like Judas Iscariot was born to die. You know, it's not like these people's only purpose was for him to use them and they damn to hell, you know. But the other flip side is like a cat that was born blind that Christ.
He was born blind for the purpose of Christ healing.
Right. Yeah. So the miracle can be seen, but it's not the same.
It's a decision. Check this out. This is what people don't trip off the Most High. He's all knowing. That's right. He knows the end from the beginning. So you have a choice to make. But he already knows the decision you made. Right. That's what people can't grasp about the Most High. That's right. Like, dang, is that really a choice? Like, yeah, it's a choice. So the wicked can never say, I never had a chance. Right. I didn't know. He even give it dirt to him. Right. But he already knows what the decision is that's made. Right. That's what people can't grasp about him.
Because he knows the hearts of men, and that's what he just like. You know all your children. You know every one of them. You like, Willie gonna do his homework, but this one here, he gonna try to escape. He gonna try to get him to do his homework. You know your children, so the Most High know every nation on earth. And he said Judas Iscariot was his friend at first, but his heart was turned because of riches. Yeah. And he wanted the kingdom to happen then instead of waiting. He didn't want to accept that 2,000 years can pass since that happened. But he said, woe to that man, it'd be better that he had not been born to deceive the Most High, to have him set up to be crucified so that he could get his own pleasures in. And then he also said, he told the Father, he said, I've got all of them that you sent to me, save one. Judas Iscariot, the son of Perdition. He said he chose to go that route. Because he told him at the Last Supper, look, you know what you set up to do. Now you can go do it, or you can straighten this out right now. And Judas went on anyway.
Yeah,
and
he did,
Satan leaped fully into Eve at that point. He made his decision.
And Christ knew it before he even did.
Before he did.
That's the thing. I mean, you're dealing with the all-knowing spirit. Christ already knew. They like, so one of y'all gonna betray me.
Right.
Who you talking about?
Right.
The one that dip that sop in that dish with.
Right.
That's the one right there. Remember, so he had already knew what it was. It's just there's a decision to be made. So certain events can go down.
That's right.
That's what that is. And where we at though?
Verse 7.
Come on.
Behold, I will send a blast upon him, and he shall hear a rumor, and shall return to his own land. And I will cause him to fall by the sword in his own
What
land.
the Most High was saying about dudes that blaspheme him.
That's right.
All right? Don't worry about him. I know they look powerful and all that. Ain't got away with nothing.
Right.
All right, come on, brother.
So Rabshakeh returned and found the king of Syria warring against Lebanon. For he had heard that he was departed from Lachish. And when he heard say of Tarhaka, king of Ethiopia, behold, he is come out to fight against thee. He sent messengers again unto Hezekiah, saying, thus shall ye speak to Hezekiah, king of Judah.
Come on.
Saying, let not thy God in whom thou trustest deceive thee.
Woo.
Saying, Jerusalem shall not be delivered into the hand of the king of
So
Assyria.
he's like, look, don't let your little God deceive you. Proud, ain't he? Don't let your God deceive you. We finna come take Jerusalem out.
That's right.
Don't get it twisted, right? So this man is very proud. Come on, bro.
Verse 11, behold, thou hast heard what the kings of Assyria have done to all lands, by destroying them utterly, and sought thou to deliver. And shall thou be delivered.
So you're not going to be delivered. You done heard he done went through and ramshacked everything.
That's right.
All the nations, all their gods. So why would Jerusalem, little Jerusalem, think they're going to be defended if the Assyrians then came and laid flat everything? Right? So he's trying to stir Hezekiah and his people. Come on, bro.
Verse 12, have the gods of the nations delivered them which my fathers have destroyed?
Like, look, ain't no other gods. What you talking about? Your God gonna deliver you? Ain't none of these other gods can stepped up.
That's right.
This man is proud, just like Pharaoh.
That's right.
All right, come on.
As Gozan